other people will say. So I just keep pressing and keep adding, keep changing. I'm not really trying to do any particular statement. It's just the pure act of working with structure and shape and form, energy, light, working with all the basics of art, incorporating everything. So you might think, well, there's no control, but actually there's an immense amount of control. If you try to not control, I don't think you'd get very far. So when you begin to do something like any of these things, you have to know that, well, if I do this, that will happen. If I do that, that will happen. Or you try it, I don't like that, I wish I hadn't done that, but it doesn't matter, it's acrylic, so I just kind of go over it again. Like for instance, this one here, you see all kinds of colors underneath. That's what I want to come out, the colors underneath. This other one over here, there's the blues that are in behind. That's because it was a different painting under there. But I said, no, I don't like that. So just paint on top of it. I don't cover it with gesso. I just use the colors underneath and hope that they come through. And you end up with something like that. This one back here, I didn't do that. Okay, I like the background color that's there, so I just kind of kept it. But this one over here, there was all kinds of other colors underneath it, and I went back on top and tried to get what was harmonious and work together. And then I went and said, well, I need something to pull it all together. So that's where I got the yellow, and I swirled it around, and I said, oh, I hope this works. and it was okay. I take it to the point where this is okay. Don't mind that. Okay? So that's what I try to do here. This one here, you see little dabs of red put on after. I like lots of color. Lots and lots of color, and three of them end up being sort of tied to what I have done for years and years, which is sort of water and trees and buildings and watercolors and all that stuff. But that's not how I started out. Except for this one here, I got to this point and I said, oh, and drew a line across it. You have to be free and confident that what you're going to do isn't going to wreck it. And if it does, well, all right, so I can just paint over it. But eventually, stuff like this happens. What do I paint with? And I've got a big hunk of steel about that big. I can use that to push paint across. Big spatulas, better than what Linda uses in the kitchen, actually, and more of them. Sponges, just whatever can move paint. Big paint brushes, because the surfaces are big. And I just kind of let the energy go, let the spirit go. I look at it, and from somewhere there's a voice that says, well, you need some yellow. Oh, all right. So I just get my yellow thing, squirt it across, and you got to squeeze this thing, like big chunks of paint, and then I move it around, and I throw some other stuff on top of that, and move that around, try to create new colors, and end up with this. But it's interesting, because you see them in my place anyway, one at a time, basically. Or if I've got one here and one in another room, but not like this. And this, to me, was a real treat to have this done. And I so appreciate it. And it's very much humbling. So, I'm so thankful and appreciate having the opportunity to do this. And I will share.
I was going to mention that all the paintings I've seen in Mike, they changed constantly, not only in what he is painting, but the materials that he's using. And I think as an artist, that's exactly what we do. We never stay where it's comfortable, because if you're not pushing yourself, you get pretty bored. But the other thing I got to say on behalf of the four potters that I can see in the room right now, when we goof up, we smash it and put it in the garbage. You're lucky that Jess will over and just continue on. I also want to thank some other people today. One in particular is our sponsors. The first one is Ken Weiss, who's right here. He is the main sponsor of this show, and the connections between community and the support from the community is so important to us, and we really, really appreciate that. We also have 2 other sponsors, Woodstock Print Liquid, who do all our printing at a reduced rate, and Edith Romlett, who's one of our members, and she did the flower arranging right here. She runs Romlett's Pottery and Flowers, and she's very, very talented. She's actually doing a class at our center if anyone likes flower arranging sometime in March. The other group of people I'd like to thank are the people that are volunteering here today. Heather, who is our staff, she's our administrative director, is that what your title is?
Administrator, Karen.
Administrator. So she's also staffing today, so if you need anything, want to buy anything, either from Michael's exhibition or you want to go into our gift shop, by the way, that's all regional art in there. That's all. You have to be a member in order to sell in our gift shop. Heather is the one that you see. And I think there are, I don't know how many staff we have here today. Our members are fabulous. But for sure, Mark Douglas and Maureen Braco, who's probably hiding somewhere. And then the travel with staffing. Kim is staffing. Have I missed anybody else? Jim, are you staffing today? Or are you just... Oh, there's Maureen. She's not hiding. So we do have a nice mix of members and non-members. And if you're looking for anything about our center, just ask one of our members. And you can tell us because we're smiling because we know what a gem we've got here. To belong here is really fabulous. And as a member, or as a guest here, we'd love you to start exploring the gift shop. The pottery room is over here. The painter's room is behind here where you'll get snacks, and you'll also see our donation jar. We're not for profit. We thank you very much if you put something in the donation jar. And our fiber arts room is at the very end, and we, in the fiber arts room, we have 3 art forms. The quilters, Oxford Quilt Guild is probably the biggest and best quilt guild in southwestern Ontario. The fiber artists and the rug cookers are also there. So thank you for coming. Enjoy your day. Please have a chance to talk to Michael about his work. I'm sure he'd love to talk to you. Well, thanks.
Thank you very much.